hitting weapon. And then Alex has been playing Taros through thick and thin, even after Axe and Hammer nerfs and everybody was like, Taros is no longer there. That's what Anonymous Alex has been making his name for. And then Pugsy on the Finn. Ever since Pugsy had a really great tournament run with Brawlhalla, he has not really given it up, even in the singles place. And now this is interesting. This is Princess Bubblegum, epic crossover for Lord Vrax, coming out from Wubz, which is not the legend that I was expecting. And I wasn't even expecting this to be even like unironically picked in twos. This is such a cool match. We got Lin Fei,
there's so much to talk about.
Brawlhalla on the same screen and top 32 in doubles. Let's go. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, like where to begin with that? Well, first of all, Guichabou falls. Not the best start for the Lin Fei, but I mean, just going back over to the Finn pick, we saw Wubz go into grand finals yesterday with the same exact lineup. Of course, it was Finn in an Ulgrim.
Yeah, that's right.
Not quite the Vrax, but it worked out well because what happened is that with the high defense in relatively high attack coming up from the Ulgrim, it was power that would take the majority of the fights, and then the follows would be almost exclusively
Vrax
used.
has got none of those factors.
Yeah.
Vrax has got Dex and a funny D-Light and
this
light
is about
combo.
speed and repositioning.
There you go. That's actually a good way of putting it. And D-Light side air speeds in there, tries to get Anonymous Alex with the left side of the stage. Edgeguard opportunity. They're focusing over on Guichabou actually, but they can't take Alex down. Not yet. It's not too big of a deal. Yeah, recovery. Wow, that doesn't knock out. I thought Brawlhalla had force. What's going on here?
Yeah. A little bit rougher. Alex, though, keeping himself composed. I mean, you have the Vrax, you have the Finn. It's going to be so, up until now, very rough to go up against the Taros, where realistically, one really good combo set can just remove half of your damage.
Yeah, we haven't seen any of those team combos that would be devastating like we saw from Cody and Phazon. And a relatively stable game state from both players here. Recovery comes through from Guichabou. Let's see if we can get a D-Light recovery here. Side air just interrupts anything like Guichabou was thinking about. D-Light in a side air, more than enough to take down that second stock. D-Light in a nair, 2 nairs in a row. Anonymous Alex really getting lit up by the blasters here, and a gravity cancel side stick. Not even punished by Alex's hammer. And Wubz gets right back onto the side of the stage. Pugsy, the friendly fire. Hasn't cost him yet. What is going on? Blue team is they're just hitting each other constantly. Okay, D-Light in air. That'll take him down. D-Light recovery. And then Pugsy, will he go down to a D-Light Nair from Guichabou? No.
And now Pugsy again is in that onus area where he has the most amount to work with here. Has to protect Wubz. Wubz has been doing a pretty good job just kind of maintaining that ledge guard presence, catching out anybody with those stairs if they do come on by. Pugsy does fall, but up on top of the blast zone, it's Guichabou.
I thought he could keep going, but he didn't. I don't think he had any jumps to do exhaustive recoveries, so Wubz just had to go back down. And Lin Fei, I guess gravity cancel end sig could have done something, but it may have been down. Anonymous Alex taking a lot of damage. Guichabou taking a lot of damage. Falling Dare into neutral sig would have just knocked out. Good job dodging out of that. Back to playing the neutral game. Oh, downlight doesn't catch Pugsy out of that Sair. Anonymous Alex switches over to the Axe, but Pugsy sends him off stage. He's going to go for the edge guard here. They're going to switch over to Lin Fei. Oh, that down sig was really risky, and I don't think Pugsy's got the resources to make it back.
Oh, Wubz can't go down either. Pugsy makes it back on stage. Side air's out. Guichabou luckily has the cannon to make it back relatively easily.
Down sig snipe.
Falls and Alex underway.
Oh,
the down sig from Wubz set up, but no, cannon gone, and so is Guichabou.
All right.
Oh, wow, speed, repositioning. Let's add another factor to that. Overwhelming at times. Very overwhelming when it came to just the flurry.
Just like them just flying across the map.
Yeah, just like that flurry of like what you can bring out.
Wubz's blasters are pretty good. Yeah. I was very, very pleased by that. And then the clutch here gets the landing with the down signature. I mean, no other legend is going to be able to quite make you go, what the heck was that signature, than Vrax. And I know Sparky is just screaming his little head off at home, being like, wow, Vrax winning on screen. Told you, Taza. He's a good legend. Yes, Sparky, you'd be right. I'm starting to believe. Because Wubz with the Vrax and doubles now, looking really, really great. I haven't really seen anything from Pugsy and Wubz that makes me think that they, like, I want to see what, like, unique team combos that only work with these 2 characters that they got cooked up. I know that they exist. I know that first game was a little scrappy, so we didn't get to see it. But this is very fun to watch, seeing the Finn and Princess Bubblegum.
Look at this, just overwhelmation coming out from Wubz. Anywhere Anonymous Alex tries to dodge into, it's just immediately met with a down air from Wubzy. From Wubz.
And now Wubz falls with that weapon throw. was trying to catch some of the alley-oops with the down six. Side comes through. Anonymous Alex, once again, just barely surviving so many times here. That down six is going to get the reversal. Guichabou out of there, and Wubz looks for a second one. Can he get it? Oh, Anonymous Alex makes it back, falling Sarah. That'll be the lead for the blue team.
Yeah, I really like how Pugsy and Wubz are conducting themselves, because it's not necessarily team-wide combos, it's just always having a presence. Watch Anonymous Alex this stock, because no matter where he goes, there's something attacking him. Whether it be Wubz with a Sarah with a lance, or a weapon throw from Pugsy, no matter where you go, Alex is not allowed to set himself up.
Guichabou's low on jumps. Got Sarah again. He has a cannon Sarah to make it back. Neutral stick hits. I don't think he can make it back from here.
Oh, no, not anymore. Pugsy!
Oh, Pugsy with the double edge guard.
Stage.
Several side airs coming from Wubz and from Pugsy, and stopping a cannon player from getting back to stage with no jumps is an impressive feat. And then turning that into a double edge guard with the delayed axe ground pound onto Alex's dodge up, and you've got yourself a huge lead going into game number 2. Anonymous Alex tries to take some of that back with a quick side sig, and Guichabou goes for the edge guard with the down signature, but Pugsy comes right back through, kicking, helping Wubz back on the stage, and Wubz just dash forward, sidelights his way into a damage advantage.
Oh, almost a ground pound from Guichabou onto Alex. That would have been devastating, especially with so high damage applied to both of them now. Wubz looking to get rid of that blasters. Bring it all back home real quick.
Neutral light comes through. Guichabou gets that downer read, and no dodge from Pugsy means he's going to take a ton of damage.
But side air, side sig.
And side sig into the ground pound edge guard coming out from Pugsy is going to be a massive 2-0 lead. I mean, both players on the red team did less than 300 damage. You combine their damage together, and you still don't get more than what Pugsy did alone.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
brutal. You're
looking at the stats from Finn and Princess Bubblegum, and you have to ask yourself, with all that dexterity, is something like a Taros going to work out? Because Anonymous Alex and Taros go hand in hand. They always have.
I don't think he can play. I don't think there's any other character that he can play as well as Taros did.
No,
and so that's why that's
the hard counter.
So you've got two character loyalists here, right? So I don't even really want to think about what you're like. Me talking about Guichabou picking anything other than Lin Fei is not even in my head.
Sure,
right?
But then you run into the issue where that you're not allowed to set yourself up with either one of those legends. That this is going to be a clean set from Pugsy and Wubz. So you have to think.
I guess what I'm saying is that character counter picks are not even.
There's no option.
You have maps, and you have the way that you're playing the game.
So if you can't switch legends, then you have to think about the stages that you're going to. Demon was fairly close, but I mean, like, the last stage it was like, well, it was dominant, and it's like there doesn't seem to be a lot of things that like Anonymous Alex and Guichabou can bring to the table outside of the game itself that they can use to leverage their own advantage. It seems like the high dexterity from both of them is just so good.
Yeah, so the difference that's going to have to happen here is when Guichabou is spending 30 to 45 seconds trying to recover on stage, Alex has got to go out there and help him. And if that doesn't happen, then we're going to see a repeat of game number 2. Because what Wubz and Pugsy are being able to do, despite their very low defense, they're both on 4 defense legends in doubles. You've got 9 freaking dexterity on a character in doubles, right? This is a game mode where people pick Ulgrim and they go down to 2 dexterity because they hate it that much. But Wubz is playing with it and he's succeeding with it, right? You got people that are this fast. You've got to be able to match the fact that they're stopping you from getting your combos. And that's what we're going to have to see. Guichabou switching over to the Lin Fei cosmetic set that I know I'm the best for. I know he was having fun with Sakura, but this is what I remember seeing him get his first top 8 performance on. And Alex, of course, on the Taros as we go to Apocalypse. Let's see if they can stop this 3-0 from happening.
So no legend changes. I'm still looking at Anonymous Alex and seeing what kind of setups are necessary. Like you said, the good ledge guard. Wubz makes it back onto the stage.
Yeah, Alex was there pressuring with the sidelight that time around, but Guichabou keeps getting put off stage in these situations where it's really dicey, and Pugsy and Wubz can focus down one player down at a time very, very well.
A lot more hesitation going into this one, though. Recovery comes down. Wubz removed that first stock, and now Anonymous Alex looking for the sider, unable to find it. Pugsy attempts to retaliate, goes straight into the neutral sig. It's Guichabou to fall up into the sky.
Ooh, and that D-Light Cider and the Cider coming out. Pugsy falls down with that down air, goes in for a recovery. Down sig hits, Wubz getting comboed by Guichabou's cannon. Nothing left for him to play with, and the falling Sarah will be the edge guard there. Alex tries to get a revenge knockout with his own ground pound, and that's going to be the double knockout for Pugsy after he fails. It is a very tentative lead here, Keg, because of how much damage Wubz has on the second stock.
Yeah, Wubz has to be very careful right now. That's going to put more of the onus on Pugsy to take the majority of the damage now, be the leader of those fights. A good side air, though, coming out. from Anonymous Alex, sends Wubz away, not to mention Lin Fei confirming it all. One stock now for Wubz. It feels like the pacing of this game has slowed down considerably from the first two, and I think that's allowing a lot more time for Anonymous Alex and Guichabou to set themselves up in order to target someone like Wubz.
Yeah, Wubz is just going down a lot earlier, and Alex really doesn't have to do that much for Guichabou because Guichabou's just playing so incredibly well. Wubz goes down for it to help somewhat, and Guichabou just destroys him with guitars off the side of the stage. We're seeing that explosive comeback factor working out so well here. We saw it with Sprite in the set before this, and now we're seeing with Guichabou here in this current set. This could be a Game 4 scenario here. Guichabou keeps playing this good. I can't believe it. Is that all he needed to do?
Another
Switch off
dare.
Sakura? It's the same character.
Oh, a very delayed or premature ground pound.
Oh, goodness.
Does stop Wubz a little bit. Good down air, keeping Wubz at bay. Anonymous Alex now down to one stock. Recovery comes through. Breathing room now for Pugsy and
Okay,
Wubz.
are we going to see another situation like the Cody Faison
No.
game? Oh,
Don't
what?
you put that in the air.
Oh, down air, double down air. Guichabou avoids the ground pound, but it is technically evened up, and it was a huge lead for the red team, but it's a 2-0 scenario. Sidelight comes through, and Wubz dodges right through that immediate side air. Can't get anything else started here, but Wubz somehow dash landing all the way through the fray. Alex has to dodge through the weapon throw. Pugsy goes for the edge guard, and he gets hit by the backswing of the axe recovery. Is that going to be it?
No,
ground pound avoided.
misses. Recovery from Pugsy.
Oh, gravity cancel down light in a dare. Side air comes through. So much damage going through him. That's enough to take Wubz down. Now Pugsy in the 1v2, and Alex has to be so afraid. One side air from Pugsy would take him down. A fleeting recovery. Waits out the dodge, and he does get it. The double knockout on his teammate, but more importantly, on Pugsy, who had just done over 700 damage, is going to secure them the win and keep them in this set. What a crazy moment there. We saw, when we're going to see the replay where Guichabou literally stood still for like a whole second before finishing up that combo, just to see what Pugsy was going to do while stacked. That was crazy.
That was incredible. Yeah, I want to see the replay again here.
Yeah, we're going to have this moment, I think, when he switches over to guitars. Yeah, look at him wait.
Yeah. The spot dodge comes
just
out.
sits there,
Oh.
waits at the dodge, and he's like, aha, gotcha. Delay recovery. So good. And then Alex was just kind of like, take me with you. It was like that DBZ moment.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you kind of have to just take
literally
it.
holding rated. Just like,
Oh, geez. And it really makes me wonder, like, okay, well, what's the next step going to be happening here? We can see on the stage bands real quick. We're going back to Apocalypse. No changes, though not to be expected either. I mean, the big thing, I think the big change going into Game 3 was the pacing coming through. It seems like there was a lot more breathing room for Guichabou and Anonymous Alex. Again, to set themselves up, Anonymous Alex looked a lot more comfortable in positioning for, like, offstage play, a lot more set up with the hammer.
I think we can even take a step back and just say that Guichabou kind of carried
Yeah,
that
sure.
game. Whereas the game before that, he lost 2 stocks very fast to getting edge guarded. And now, with his guitars playing this well, Pugsy and Wubz have to be very careful when going off stage because they were getting a lot of success there, and now they're not. And with that game plan being shattered, I don't really know what to expect from the game.
I don't know either. Dividing out these 1v1s, though.
Oh, sweating back to the stage. Goes in for that ground pound. Does get hit, disarmed from his lance. Guichabou continue to look for these snipes with the guitar recoveries. And he stops Anonymous Alex from getting knocked back from that nair where Pugsy may have been able to follow up with an alley-oop. And is that going to be the stock? Wubz goes down on one side, Pugsy on the other. Has to avoid the down sig. No, neutral sig comes forward and doesn't get punished for it, actually. Pugsy just gets a team combo. Nice job with his own neutral sig.
Nice. Weapon starve against Guichabou. Got to make sure he does not pick up those guitars. Cannon comes out, though. Ground pound didn't affect anybody, didn't land. Good recovery coming out from Pugsy. The ground pound doesn't connect against Guichabou. Pugsy is so good about taking these 1v2s off stage, but no, in reverse, it's the Lin Fei there to remove Pugsy's first stock. And Guichabou and Anonymous Alex, if they can continue this pace, Taza, we're looking at Game 5.
Yeah, recovery comes through. Down stick from Alex actually oddly hits Guichabou in his landing. Double edge guard opportunity, but Pugsy and Wubz both went for weapon throws and then didn't think about the fact that there were no weapons on stage, so they just couldn't finish the edge guard. Alex landing with his axe that he's been holding on to for so long. Finally, Blaster Seer comes through, but he's still living. Let's see if they can get a team combo to Guichabou. There's 3 nairs into recovery. Wubz trying to take out that stock super early on.
There we go. Follow up from Pugsy. Applying that dare damage on the Guichabou.
Whoa.
Staying up in the air, though. Attempted team-wide combo set up by Guichabou. Going up into the air, though. Dare met in return.
Alex still living. And normally I'd be critical about how much he's been holding onto the stock, but Wubz and Pugsy have shown that they haven't really been able to isolate Guichabou in a way that's punishing, so why not? Keep getting this extra credit. If you're not getting hit, look at that. Sideline air comes through. Alex might take another stock before he goes down here at this rate. He's got to put out that down sig. Falling side air, down sig again.
Ooh. Sideline
air. He just can't be touched, Keg.
No, absolutely not.
He's going to take 2 stocks. He's going down there in the stock with this much damage to get the ground pound for the double knockout. Anonymous Alex is dominating.
Wubz had the weapon throw, trying to dissuade away the ground pound, but Anonymous Alex hasn't even lost the stock yet. It's continuing forwards. There it is.
That's how it goes down? That's hilarious.
On our neutral sig, good
on
for
our
one.
neutral sig charge, like, no, stop.
Like, get out of here.
You have to stop this. Falls with the recovery comes through. He can't, this is rough for blue team. This is what happens when you have 4 defense legends against Teros in an ideal world, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to talk about last game being like the Guichabou carry, it feels like Anonymous Alex is really being the star of the show for this one. Good leveling up from both of these players now, but Wubz is the only one left. One stock to work with. Anonymous Alex off stage. The follow for the ground pound, hitting Alex Guichabou, though.
Yeah, it's a real strategy to get in the way of the Lance recovery, but you got to be closer than that. Because that chase dodge was just too early to come back to the side of the stage. Guichabou going for the reads after that down air, falling Sair, weapon throw, force the dodge. Can he make it back? Recovery comes through. Another recovery from the unarmed kit from Alex. And that's going to be 5 knockouts in a red team victory off of the back of Alex's Teros, where this is what I was talking about, Keg, right? When you got character loyalists like this on the same team, the discussion about what are they going to switch to make things different, I don't even think should come up. It's just a matter of like, okay, where's the stage, and then how do we have to play it? And now that they've made the adaptations from Game 1 and Game 2, now I feel like it's in the red team's favor to take the entire set.
I mean, what can we expect now? We have a little bit of breathing room just for a few seconds.
There's a higher chance from a character switch coming up from Pugsy and Wubz than it is from the red team.
Sure, yeah, I'm completely for it.
I'm curious about. I see the Finn still locked in for Pugsy, and I think the vibe that I'm getting is that there's not really going to be any of those swaps moving forward.
I don't think so. Because I think both teams' dynamics with their legends works really well.
Oh, they locked them to Western Air Temple, Enigma, Demon Island. I don't think they want to go back to Demon.
Enigma would be good. I mean, you know, you either have
Pugsy likes Enigma. He won't say so, but I know he does.
You either have no floating platforms, or you have a lot of floating platforms to work off of. I'm thinking of like Lin Fei, right? You have a lot more maybe combo potential going off of the floating platforms. You can extend it into the upper blast zone. I mean, we've seen a lot of that elevation fairly early into the stocks.
What happened to the maps?
Not really much of a follow-up.
They're all just gone.
Oh,
it's back.
No maps.
We'll figure that out in a little bit. The stage striking was so complicated. It's just exploded. I do think that
chess match for it.
I do think that the maps that were left available by Pugsy and Wubz made a lot of sense. Let's see if they go into that stage striking, the same kind of striking that they did against. They're going to get rid of Apocalypse and Fortress of Lions, right? Yeah, and they're going to leave open Air Temple. Okay, so they're deciding to go to Air Temple here because I think this is like the lesser of 3 evils. I think Pugsy and Wubz definitely win on Demon with how they're playing. And I think that there's just not a preference for that top plat when fighting against blasters. If Wubz was to catch you with D-Light recovery off that top plat, it would be brutal. Western Air Temple still has that because when the platforms, they start out in neutral state here, but every so often one rises and one falls.
Guichabou!
There's a chance for a really early knockout off the top, so we're just going to have to see how that plays out here as we go into game number 5.
We're talking about this top. Look at the side. Guichabou nearly took down Pugsy within 10 seconds of the match starting.
Yeah.
Now, both Wubz and Pugsy forced to the right ledge of the stage. It was a struggle for Pugsy to get back into the center of the stage, but he's able to do so. Of course, met with Anonymous Alex on the other side. Good blaster double recovery, met with another one. Alex falls down first.
Okay, so one of those made sense to me, and that was the blaster's recovery. The other one was the axe nair knocking off the top, which I cannot believe Pugsy also reached for, also hit, and then also had enough force to be able to get that knockout. But that's what I was talking about, right? Like, Western Air Temple still has that Enigma factor of a really close to the ground ceiling. We just see the guitar recovery taking him off the top, and just like that, super even. But a really great team combo coming up from Pugsy and Wubz to start off the game.
Wubz is being very cautious about their positioning starting off. And with Wubz having to force that reposition away from Alex, it puts Pugsy in that 1v2. It's going to make things a lot more difficult here. Guichabou, just the captain of the skies right now, making sure that no matter where you go, if you're blue, you're going to be hit by some sort of dare in there. But no, starting things off though, again, dare coming out from Wubz, followed up by Guichabou. Not what you want to see. Pugsy with that very limited defense. Maybe the next one to go down here. Orange and red across the board. Recovery coming out from Guichabou makes things easy. Pugsy returns back with the Sair, but no, there it is. The one and only Princess Bubblegum to at least help break the dam a little bit. Guichabou down to 1.
Oh, Wubz is looking for a strong hit to get onto Alex, but Alex is a lot harder to knock out from a hard signature. But that Sair comes through, dive kicks his way back to stage, has the dodge, does make it back. Wubz looking for a falling Sair. Meanwhile, Guichabou fighting Pugsy on the right side of the stage. It's a battle between Wubz and Alex for who's going to go down to their last stock first. And they might just do it at the same time, to be honest. Nair's coming up from Wubz. Weapon spawn comes through. Alex really wants it. He goes through with the haymaker, doesn't get punished because Wubz dips too low, ends up staring the side of the stage, and they're still holding on.
Yeah, Alex is feeling real good right now. Just getting all these nairs seemingly for free. Pugsy dancing around that floating platform. Trying to use it as a little bit of buffer room.
Footsies I've ever seen played in a Brawlhalla 2's match. Like, they're literally, like...
They're nervous.
There was 2 players on the left and right side of the stage, and then 2 players on one on each platform. And they were all just waiting for the other to approach, and nobody was having it. And now we're dead even. Oh, Guichabu's got to be careful. No jumps, no dodge. The recovery is not going to be in. Guichabou is safe. He has to land still, finally touches the ground, gets out of that danger zone, and starts tacking on some damage on the Wubz. But that D-Light recovery means Guichabou is going to be the one that's closest to going down here. But remember, Teros with a side sig could take down Pugsy just as easily.
Guichabou. Anything could take them down, putting Alex in a 1v2.
Yeah, same case though here for Pugsy. He's got to be careful. It takes a lot of damage coming up from Guichabou with that unarmed recovery. Falls with Nair. He's just dancing on the left side of the stage, and Wubz just trying to hold center. Pugs keeping good attention to both of them, and that Sair will take him down, but Alex goes for the edge guard. He's got to get it here, but Wubz stops him. And now Weapon Starve, opportunity, D-Light, ground pound, recovery. Pugsy trying to get the alley-oop there. Stop! Saired, but not in the way that you would hope. It is by Pugsy hitting him in the back of the head with the axe and taking the game 5. Securing them a win against Anonymous Alex and Guichabou. What a set to start us off here in Winners Top 32 keg. That was a blast.
You could definitely feel the heartbeats of everybody towards the footsies area of that second stock. I mean, you had to be so cautious because every time